some questions. We want to ask Sophia, what has been her most embarrassing moment in school life, generally school life?
Embarrassing moment. Yeah. School was a long time ago, you know. How many years have I been out of school? You mean like grade school? Grade school, embarrassing moments. I can't really think of any embarrassing moment. You know, I was kind of like, I was sweet and I minded my business, so it's really hard to get these embarrassing moments. Can I think of one?
Like for me, if I can say the most embarrassing moment in my primary school, I can say there was this time people were being visiting time. So, School.Do, our head teacher came, and then it was like we were not supposed to put food stuff in the hostel or in the dormitory. Then I hid myself under the bed. Little did I know the head teacher will notice me. So that was like the most embarrassing moment, because I did not think I could be found in like in that.
Did you get punished?
No, I did not get punished. She just told me like, you should not repeat that again. And I felt like, I've let her down. That was the most embarrassing moment, because as a leader, you don't have to have that ostrich, like you put your head under the sand and just say like things are working. Okay, you just have to dig into the moment, accept the situation. You've been found. Now, that was the most embarrassing. At least that was an embarrassing moment in primary.
I thought of something. I think I was probably when I was in grade 10. I traveled. School was far, so we have to walk like over 2 kilometers every day. So Mondays is assembly, so we start with assembly in the morning, so we have to come to school earlier than the normal day, the other days. And we had the school board chairperson at the time. This old man, he actually was my lower primary teacher. At the time he was retired, and then he was like the chairperson of the school board committee. So, you know, people are already on assembly. The rest of us now we're coming. As we arrive, they just tell us like, all of you form your own queue on the other side. So we all formed our own queue on the other side, those of us who were late. And then later on, he asked all of us, come and stand in front of everyone. So we stood in front of everyone. And then they were like, look at the others who are standing on this other side. They are also learners. They are also walking the same distances that you are walking. So it was like, whoever is standing in front right now, you should be embarrassed of yourself. Now he was telling those other people like, you people who are standing in front, you are witches. All of you are witches and wizards. And I think at that point, you know, like that time I was a teenager. I think it's embarrassing in a sense where like, okay, there could possibly be some maybe guys who had interest in me or that I had interest in. So I didn't want to be, you know, to be displayed in front of everyone like that, to be literally humiliated in the way that way. Yeah, then other than that, I really can't think of anything. I think every misdemeanor in school, at least I can say, I have gotten away with.
For me, I can also say another moment, maybe that was most embarrassing. I remember I was in this music and festival group. So I was a good public speaker. So this time I became number 3. It was in district level. I became number 3. So people were going for profit. No, it's division.
Competition.
Competition, yes. So I became number 3, and they were only taking number 1 and number 2 to perform. So my drama, the music festival teacher did not tell me like, you have failed, you're not going. I boarded the vehicle, went to the music festival. Then I don't know if it was from ignorance, part of it, she then realized that I was at the music festival and literally my name wasn't there. So they had to fix my name to perform that day. because I was number 3, they were only taking number 1 and number 2. So after performing, I became again number 3. I didn't become number 1, number 2, or number 2, because the only number 1 and number 2 were the people who were going to another level. Coming back to school, I was like, me, I've gone and performed. There is nothing bad. Coming back to school, the music teacher snitched to our sister, our head teacher. Then she was like, it was on a parade day that day. I was just told, Stephanie, come in front. And that is how I was beaten, because I went for a music festival that I wasn't supposed to go in. Since that day, I'm always like, no.
So now that must have affected you in a way, like even if they are calling people, you don't want to be proactive, because you are like, what if I go there, I'm not supposed to go there, and it could result in some embarrassment.
Those ones are the most embarrassing. In primary, I guess, yeah. In secondary, not even the most embarrassing moment, but the most frustrating moment was the moment I was told I slept with a cook.
Oh no! Lord have mercy.
Holy Jesus!
Okay, now that's just huge. If you were living in a boarding school, I can't imagine how life was for you. If
it was boarding school, and I remember the time and I was a leader actually at that time. I was a captain, and then the rumors just come out of nowhere. They're saying, it was the head teacher, principal, who was telling me that we have heard that you slept with the cook. I'm like, how comes I am just passing a lot of cities just to come and sleep here with the cook? There are a lot of hardworking men outside there. There are a lot of handsome men outside there.
Which class were you?
I was in form 4. I was in form 4, like now I was finishing my high school, but it was in first term. But it really affected me. I was like, no, this is not the thing that people should say about someone.
That's painful. I think at that age you don't really know how to ignore people. You don't know that people just bring up these stories and rumors. So when you hear something like this, your immediate reaction is just to take it as it is, and obviously it will affect you. It will bring you down.
It really affected me, because I remember academically it dropped. I think the negative effect was like I dropped drastically. I was not even in top 5. I was just being from there and top 10. I'm like, you woman, you have to wake up. Even if people are saying bad things about you, you have to. So I accepted, and I knew the point where the energy was coming from, the people who had portrayed that story. Anyway, and I left it like that. Then another embarrassing moment, being told that I'm sleeping with men around the market. Oh my God! Jesus!
But were you like some outgoing person?
Just a chilled person.
Was it maybe the way you were dressing? I don't understand how these rumors might have.
It was like from friendship perspective. Because the lady I was working with, there was this person who was like just like, I can say, living her life, like she doesn't care.
So everyone assumed from your association that you may have also lived that
life.
lifestyle.
So I just had to like say, okay, I understand where this is coming from anyway. I cannot go and defend myself. I don't have even any evidence to defend myself. I wasn't there.
And I'm sure again at that point you didn't know, like, at a certain point in life we also learn that the friends that we keep, whatever they do, it can be associated with us. But at that time, all you care about is, this is my friend. So you don't know whether whatever your friend does, because you accept your friend, you accept the friendship, you don't care what they do with their life. You don't see beyond that. You don't see that whatever they do with their life could potentially affect me or how people see me. Because if you had known that, then you would be immune to this. You could associate with her, but then you would know what to expect from the association. So when people would say, you already know, well, they are just saying this because of this, and it wouldn't bother you as much.
Exactly. So I can remember. I think those ones are the most embarrassing. Or there is any embarrassing moment that I have. No, I don't know. Is it? Yeah. That is our episode. The most embarrassing situations or moments in our. It's called educational experience. Yeah, we have to keep on working hard anyway. Yeah, that is our episode of today, and we are glad. I have to be serious this way. But anyway, I'm glad today I've done this. I'll edit a lot.